Moving day is today, and here's the day's theme. We're blessed. COVID-19, you thought you'd beat us. Nope. Landlord, nope. What took place is an opportunity. Blessed because of it. We are so thankful we're able to do this. We leave in 2 days. Today we are actually going to be pulling the electric. I guess what that means is from the breaker box in the back, which is just inside our garage, from the breaker box all the way up to each outlet, we're going to be pulling the wire. So we got the boxes in, and we'll be pulling the wire and hooking them up to the breakers. Okay guys, doing electricity. See if I can get the right view here for you. Oh, try not to look at our bus. It's such a mess. Anyway, doing electricity, how you do it is actually very simple. And I think we overcomplicate it. So I want to show you at least the outlets and how to hook up the outlets. It's actually very, very simple. First things first, the box you have matters. You see, these right here are 2x2s. These are not 2x4s. So the box type that you use matters. This is a shorter box. It's not as long as a normal house box, and yet it's not as short as an RV box. I don't like the RV boxes. So we use these. They're like $1 or less. So let's see what we can do with this. First, what you gotta do is you gotta figure out where you're gonna put all your boxes. Put those in. You knock out those two back things. You knock out one from the top and one from the bottom. Knock those out. Hammer them in all the places that you think you're gonna need them. Exhibit A, right there, right? So we hammered all those in, and then we would do what's called pull the wire. Pulling the wire means we take that 10-2 roll that we've got, bring it to the breaker box where we've got it. Ours is in the back garage area underneath the bed. We bring it from there and we wire it to the first box, and then to the second box, and then to the third box. When it comes in from the other box, it comes in through the top. Comes in through the top, and then the second wire going out goes out of the bottom and then over to where you need it. This is temporary. Oh, but it feels so good. It has been so hot in here. Hot, very hot. Like I've dropped weight kind of hot. And yeah, I'm still eating as much as I did before, so there you go. Not the most comfortable way to lose weight, okay? Just saying. So in through the top, out through the bottom. You make sure you have some leeway, a little extra wire in here so that in case you mess it up, you're fine. You have plenty of room, no big deal. Okay, we are going to attempt doing this. My camera holder just broke. Yerp. Not cool, man. Okay, so look, I've got the wire going in the top. I've got other wire going out of the bottom and over to the next box. So you take your knife, slit this open. Try your hardest not to cut yourself. Seriously. You're just gonna fold all this back. There's paper in there. Then there's a black, which is hot. And then there's white, which is neutral. And then there's this copper thing where it has paper around it. Take the paper back. So I always separate hot to the right, neutral to the left, and the copper or the ground is down. So So now I've got all this extra material. We're gonna cut all of that off. You could pull it. I just think it's a pain in the butt. The same thing on this side. Black to the right, white to the left, which is your neutral. Black is your hot. Copper, unwrap that, and that goes down. And then we're gonna cut off all the extra. Okay, so now you've got two. This is a box that is not at the end of the chain. So we literally have like 8 boxes wired together. Start with the first box, wire to the second box, wire to the third box. So we're gonna wire to 1 or 2 more boxes. You take the 2 grounds, make sure they're close to the same length. These are not the same length. So I'm gonna take my wire cutters, and I'm gonna cut them same length. Now I'm gonna take that wire nut, stick both wires in there, just like this, put it on. I'm gonna start twisting. Twisting it together, just like you're tightening up anything. Twist it together until it's nice and tight. I'm gonna bend that backward. Done. What that means is those wires then can be connected to the next box. See if I can move this down just a little. There. So now we've got 2 whites, 2 blacks. I want to cut the plastic off, but I don't want to cut the wire. So that's what these different holes are for on the wire cutter. I'm doing the second or third one over, going back about 1 inch. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to twirl it around. Make sure that plastic is good and cut. See that? Now I'm going to take the flat part, pull that right off. Ta-da! You want the wire to turn in the direction of the screw that it's going into. And I'll show you that in a minute. So grab the end. In this case, the whites I'm turning down. Okay? See how that goes? And then here is the hot screw that it needs to go around. So if I can do this with one hand, it literally is going to be going under. And then I take the screwdriver and I tighten that one down. It's a Phillips head screwdriver. Make sure it's nice and tight. Screw that in, and the wire is bent in the direction that the screw is going. Make sure that copper wire inside the neutral is wrapped around that screw. Okay, here's the final thing. Get the drill. You have these screws. Put those in so we can secure the outlet to the box. After that, what you do is you just put on your plate, the front plate, and that's where the flathead screwdriver comes in. Let's see if I can show you one that I've already done. There we go. Put on the plate. Facebook Market, Craigslist, eBay. These are places for you to look. Even though we've been on a time crunch, we are constantly searching these places for the list that we have written down of things that we need. We find things, then we get to have deals. For instance, we just purchased a $250 shower pan for 60 bucks. Jim picked that up yesterday, so now our shower pan, the one we've been searching for, is now in is just setting in our bathroom. It's moving day. Really, we have today and then tomorrow's cleaning day. I've got to get rid of that mess. Still need to take care of that. We're on cots at this point. Remember how messy it is every time you move? And then Wednesday we take off. Where are we going? Asheville, North Carolina. Woohoo! Why are we sticking around? Well, if you take a look, we've got lots more to build. We are sticking in Asheville because there's a tool exchange here. There's a lot of actually Skoolies and RVs and van life happening here. It's very, very, very accepted here. And so we want to make sure that we get the bus a little more done before we go traveling all over the place in it.
Yep, still sunny on this side of the door.
Still sunny.
How's those sunglasses working for you?
You need them?
No, I'm fine.
Because I'm a giving person.
I got one eye in the shade.
Big baby. Jim and I absolutely love all of the super cool art, graffiti art all over the River Arts District in Asheville. We love just driving around, looking at it, seeing what the artists come up with next. White duck taco! One of the hardest things for me to talk about is what's going on today. In case you don't know what happened, COVID-19, the coronavirus happened, restaurants started shutting down, and our landlord lost her job. When she lost her job, her investment property needed to be sold. That's the story behind the Skoolie. Something about taking on the whole thing ourselves. We know very intimately what goes on in this bus, inside and out. And so when something happens, we know that we can fix it. We can do it. We can make that happen. Princess would be chasing him right now.
Oh, he's so cool. Oh my god.
Isn't he cute? He's not that thick. He's just a baby.
Don't know how to hold these.
He might be 2.